Greetings, welcome back to Acadian Comics. I'm your host, James Fondren. Let's get right into this week's comics haul, new releases of this Wednesday, January 15th, and we'll get right into it. So I picked up a foil cover of the Rogue Savage Land #1. Thought it was pretty cool. I'm going to snatch that up real quick. I grabbed two red band editions of Daredevil Unleash Hell. I'm going to open up one of those right now. #1. And you can see I got Geiger #10 there too. But let's take a look at Daredevil Unleash Hell #1. Okay, yeah, it's Daredevil the woman, chick. Okay. Oh, this is great. This is awesome. Look at that. Look at the whole sequence of them drawing this. This is awesome. Okay, whoever did this, my hat is off to you. Awesome. Okay, cool. Some thicker lines, thicker line art, different style. It's good. It works. It can work. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing. That's Daredevil Unleash Hell #1. Geiger #10. And I think they've had a fill-in artist, and now they're back to Gary Frank doing the pencils. So 10 years from now, this is before like Nuclear Armageddon. I'm looking forward to that. Look at Geiger like kicking ass. Back to Gary Frank. Sweet stuff. So that's Geiger #10. Absolute Batman #4. I mean, I've have some catching up to do, so yeah, I got to read up. I've got to catch up. I have to read what's going on here? What's this? Okay, that's weird. There's different artists in here. But anyway, from the first two that I've seen. So I got to read 2, 3, and 4 to catch up. So I've got 4, Absolute Batman #3 as well. I got to catch up on that. Catabasis from Black Box Comics #1. I like the art in this. I like the art style. It's got I like that. That's good. Catabasis. I don't know anything about it, but looking forward to reading it. Catabasis #1. Hell Heist #2. I saw this cover. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good cover. And then I looked in. Excuse me. I looked inside and I said, oh, okay. Zenoscope. Remember Zenoscope on my last video? Zenoscope distributed some of those German comics as reprints of the Van Helsing, the Chuck Dixon Van Helsing book. Yeah. So I looked at the art. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'll bite. This looks good. Some good art in here. So that's Hell Heist #2. Oh, and this is backwards, but look at that. Look at that. Adam West Batman pose doing that funny dance that he does. Okay, so I've got Superman, Absolute Superman #3. So I'm looking forward to reading that. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful, man. Look at that. Great. Okay. So I think this is the original cover. That's a variant, but yeah, I'm looking forward to reading it. Pretty sweet. Dog Crypto, he's in the picture. I love it. Witchblade #7. I got some catch up to do on Witchblade. Like I've got like 1 through 4, and then I need to pick up 5 and 6. But I liked where the story was going and all of that. So pretty cool. Witchblade. It's cool to see Witchblade back. It's Witchblade #7, Image Comics. And then Alien Paradiso #2. I got #1. I have to go read that. I've got a lot of comics I got to go back and read. I know I say that every week. Star Wars Rise of Skywalker #1. Well, I mean, what can they show us that we don't already know? We saw the movie. Blade 3. So there's 2 of these in here. So I guess I'll open one of them. Come on. Trying to get out of this poly bag without tearing the comic. All right. That's pretty cool. That's a cool cover, right? So I got to catch up on issue number 2. I have that somewhere, picked up in North Carolina, but now I got to get caught up. All right. Looks like the same artist from the first issue, I think. I'll have to double check that. Legacy of Vader. Man, they can just pump out these Star Wars comics. Like, there's so many Star Wars comics. Like, the market is flooded with Star Wars comics from Disney. But, okay. Blade number 3. And here's a different variant cover from that. And, let's see. Rogue, the Savage Land. We'll open this one up. So, yeah. It's great. This is what people want. People want to draw Rogue, like, in her Savage Land attire, which is very little. You know, they want to see, they want to do it. Look. It's Magneto. She's got that spear. It's good stuff. I'm not going to ruin the whole thing, but that's Rogue Savage Land number 1. I like this cover as well. Pretty sweet. And then Ultimate Wolverine number 1. I saw someone in a chat. They picked this up, and I didn't even know it was coming out. So I'm like, oh, I got to look at this. So, oh, okay. He kind of looks like Shredder. Like, what is going on? Okay. Omega Red. Yeah. I don't know what I think about this. It's sort of this painted style. That's not a problem. That's what they went with and how they colored it and how they did it. But I just don't know if I like hiding his face like this. He looks like Black Panther. It's like they just turned him into Black Panther. Now this is cool. Like, I could have gone with that. Like, you want to do that? Let's do that. You know. See, at least they show you his eyes and all that. That's cool. And look, I thought this was pretty sweet of Omega Red, the cover, so I got it. Okay, so they tell you the backstory here. I won't ruin it for everybody. Okay. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Comics Haul. You know, my future videos will probably be less on the comics hauls because, quite frankly, I'm just not in a position to go down to Midtown all the time and get all the titles these days. So, you know, I have to kind of lean on my local shop, and I'll just be honest, when I went to my local comic book shop, they didn't have half of these. Like, either you got to get a pull list or you got to, you know, get there early when they open to get the books, because if you don't, they're gone. And it's like, man, I can just go to Midtown and get what I want, but at the same time, I don't want to get on the E train and go all the way down there and come back just to do that. And, you know, honestly, it gets kind of expensive. Like, this is like $80 right here. This is $80 worth of comics. So it's just unsustainable, and I kind of want to shift my focus. I've got lots of reference material to look at, so I'm going to be drawing my own stuff. I'm in the How to Draw Comics Academy. If you go to howtodrawcomicsacademy.com, you can learn about that. It's Clayton Barton's school for drawing comics. We just did we're doing some courses on rendering right now, and he's working with light and shading. So check that out. The How to Draw Comics Academy at howtodrawcomicsacademy.com. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you right here next time at Acadian Comics.